Welcome back to Our Voice. Most of us know about the Humane Society and all that they do to help animals, but recently here in Idaho, the Humane Society is helping women who are incarcerated heal through fostering our furry friends. The program's called Whiskers. Here to tell us more is Allison Maier. Thank you so much for being here, Allison.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so can you tell us just a little bit about what Whiskers is, how it works?
So basically, Whisker is a fostering program in the South Boise Women's Correctional Center. Okay. Whisker actually stands for Women Inmate Social Kitty Retreat. Oh, and we bring in sick cats or very young kittens, all kinds of cats that just aren't ready for adoption yet and need some really specialized care before they can go out.
Okay, so why foster? How does that help women who are incarcerated?
Well, a foster program in a prison is really like a textbook definition of a win-win situation. Like, what we always need more of at the Humane Society are people with the time and energy and training to give really individualized care to animals with special needs. And prisons are always looking for ways to teach inmates responsibility and new skills and kind of give them a sense of what it's like to give back to the community.
Right. And to care for something bigger than themselves, something outside of themselves, so they get a little bit stretched from that centeredness. Yeah,
definitely.
So it's a perfect match. Yeah. Well, and for a lot, he's supposed to sleep. For a lot of these animals, they're not ready for adoption, so then they're kind of in this holding pattern until they're adoption ready. So that transitional place of a foster care is really critical.
It really does save lives.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so that's good to know, because I think there's really not a great understanding. So is this modeled after other similar programs?
Well, we've had a relationship with the Idaho Department of Correction for a number of years now. It's been it's actually been more than a decade since we first started sending dogs into, at the time, one prison for training. So these were dogs with behavioral issues. We now work with 3 different prisons.
So that wasn't foster care, this was specifically training. Okay.
And that's been incredibly successful. And there are a lot of other programs like that across the country, but cat fostering in prisons, it still seems to be pretty new territory. When we were starting out, there weren't a lot of other examples in other areas.
So this is new, not just to Idaho, but across the board. Yeah. And then the program, it's called Whiskers. So what does Whisker stand for?
It's Women Inmate Social Kitty Retreat. And we basically send a whole range of cats. A lot of them have upper respiratory infections and just need a little bit of extra care and attention. And then we've also been sending a lot of very young kittens that just are not old enough for adoption yet.
So what's been the success rate, or do you have a measurement stick yet?
So we started at the very end of January with just a couple rooms. We've been slowly sort of building, adding more inmates to the program. And so far, more than 120 cats have gone through the program, and almost all of them have been adopted by now.
Oh, wow.
So
that's really a great statistic,
It's been huge for us. It really has been.
And we don't know the stats on the other side of the coin yet, as far as what type of responses we're getting from the women that have been involved, right?
Well, we've definitely heard a lot, even very early on. We were hearing from the prison that a lot of the inmates had been going to the medical center for depression and anxiety before the cats came. And as soon as the cats came out, those numbers dropped pretty significantly.
Well, they say pets change, they change you. They change everything. Something to care for really does change your perspective of the world. And they do say if you are feeling depressed, one of the things you could do is find a way to give back. So this is a way. So how can our community give back and get involved with Whiskers, with Idaho Humane Society?
So there's all kinds of ways to help out. If they're interested in fostering themselves, we always need more foster homes.
And they can pick specific if they want to foster a dog or a cat. Do you have other animals besides dogs and cats?
We see everything. We do see a lot of rabbits also.
Rabbits, okay.
But I would say that definitely dogs and cats are our biggest need. If someone's not interested in bottle feeding baby kittens around the clock, which is a lot of hard work, they could also just help with shy dog. A lot of dogs just kind of need some time away from a shelter environment to really come out of their shell. Okay. So there's so many ways to help with fostering.
And with fostering specifically, how long of a period of time is that commitment on an average, would you say?
Oh gosh, it
depends on the animal?
It definitely ranges. So if it's a cat with an upper respiratory infection, it's only a couple weeks. Kittens, depending on how young they are, it can be a couple weeks or a month. Every once in a while, there'll be kind of a harder dog case, and they'll spend like half a year in a foster home. But, it's really up to the individual what they are willing to do and what their time commitment is.
Okay, so they can pick and choose too, based on their time commitment. So you're not trapped with, okay, you have to do something for 6 months. If you have time in the summer, you have 3 months off.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a great time to help out. And can people make donations as well?
Yes, definitely. You can definitely donate. IdahoHumaneSociety.org, there's a donate tab. You can donate online.
Awesome. Okay.
Yep.
And resources, if they have resources as well.
Definitely. And we also have an Amazon wish list you can find online for whiskers specifically. So you can find that on Amazon, and it's all things for the cats. So that's another great way to help.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Cheetah's falling asleep.
I think the cat, we bored him.
Are you so bored?
Awesome. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.